I'm go ahead and get started. There is no real takeaway from this game that's bad for our team. Obviously, we can't have the turnover. The turnover hurt us. Takeaway from this game that's turnovers hurt, and that's really all it came down to. The truth of the matter is, defense allowed realistically 6 points. I mean, 13. You got the late touchdown, but either way, we'll take that. It's just it's a good team. Philly's a good team, but honestly, they ain't beat us. We beat us. Give them credit though. I mean, they ran the ball late in the fourth, really well. Kind of imposed their will a little bit, but that's what ready-made teams are supposed to do. And we're still building to be able to counteract that. There's a lot of guys on there on their side of the ball to make a lot of plays. But we had our share, we had our opportunities, and as far as I'm concerned, I ain't really tripping too much because we had this game, and we credit them for the win. Came in here and did something no team has done so far, but we love to see them again. So I'll open it up from there. Nothing I didn't expect. I mean, we know they're going to blitz. We know kind of what they're going to do. Again, it's a lot of plays, so there's not the margin for error is so great because just of their personnel. If it's not an all pro, it's some all world rookie. If it's not an all world rookie, it's an all pro. And if it's not either one of those, it's some pretty talented guy who just has to kind of fill his spot. So um how do I feel we played against? I feel we played great against it. Truly. Just gotta teach Jackson how to jump. But it's not major. Ideally you don't like to throw the pick sixes back to back, but I mean, it's not like I'm never throwing that pass when I see that look again. It's just a matter of gotta jump and just a couple timing issues, but can't do nothing about that when you're playing. Hit the button and whatever happens happens, or it doesn't happen. Those two plays didn't happen, and hey, could be the difference. No, I mean, again, it's simple, man. It's real simple. Like you look at that game, they weren't doing nothing, honestly, and that's not to discredit them. I mean, ultimately they did nothing and they won the game. So I mean, they did something right, I guess you can say. But yardage, dead even, 258, 258. We got to be better on third down, but it's everything's there. Everything's there that we want. And I don't foresee that point. I don't foresee that changing. Should we play them again? I do think it was a fun game though. It was a great game. Definitely like a playoff type atmosphere. Defending NFC champions, top pick of the draft. And when I look at things from a macro, our losses this season, top pick of the draft, second pick of the draft, fourth pick of the draft. What's the commonality? It's all elite teams, all more or less ready made. So if we hang one right now, I think we'll be all right. um, no, I don't think it was. I mean, nothing regrettable. Like we we want to kind of get started with the run a little bit better and just run better. Period. But again, that defensive front is pretty stacked, pretty crazy. I mean, there's not a single play where we couldn't afford to go without making our checks and making sure this guy who we know is blitzing or this guy who we know is probably going to blitz next. It's just about figuring it out, figuring out the cadence, and being able to have reads. They're real aggressive. Um, they're going to send some guys. They're going to try to force you to make passes. You're going to play down a little bit, and you got to do what you got to do. But we had chances. We had plenty of them. We started off amazing. The turnovers obviously reflected our momentum. It's 10-3. We're on like a 39, 38 in field goal range. You don't like just shut up and play conservatively and just run the ball. I don't think there. I mean, it's an option, but you don't do that if you're trying to win. That's not playing to win. I like the read I had. I just would have liked it if we, were able to jump, but we weren't. And of course, when things happen, seems to cost us biggest, but such is life. And the beauty of it is we get a chance to overcome next week. The further beauty of it is we're gonna wrap this division next week. We're gonna go to Tennessee, do what we gotta do, and we really want these last two games after that. We're gonna really kind of start to round in the playoff form. We're gonna see what the seeding looks like. Green Bay and Tampa play, so we'll see there. Obviously, I think we'll be either 3 or 4 right now, but there's still time. So we just gotta see, and whoever we get matched up against, we got to go out and play a good game anyway. So I'm not tripping off the opponent. I'm not tripping where we play. It's just about the how. And today we were good in spots, but we weren't good enough. Just our margin for errors, and that's great. And it showed today. No, I'm just at the end of it all. Um, the difference is so small. It's so small. So I'm not even really discouraged by anything that occurred. We know again, we know what kind of team they are. A good team, fast team, ready made, and they should be the NFC favorites. Um, but we can play with them. We play with them. We can play with anybody. And for all intents and purposes, I feel very confident about how we're coming out of that game, despite the result. And at this point, I'm just ready to play somebody when I have my roster at full strength. I don't think there were any suspensions this week. I would hope not. Um, so we should be in the clear. If we're in the clear, let's line up and see. When it's 100 versus 100, I'll take my chances anywhere. Mm, no, I mean, I don't really think, um, he didn't do anything bad for sure. Like, Jamal, obviously being out there makes us a little more stout in the run game, but now it's about, realigning guys. And now guys that were playing these last few weeks, might not play as much. And so, in guys who were playing different spots and might go back to playing normal spots. So it's just figuring it all out. The puzzle has been real jagged lately. Now, these last 3 weeks, we just gotta, avoid any big injuries. Just make sure that when Tariq comes back, we bring him in the right way, um, and just assess how we look from there. We gotta get things together, but I think honestly, I think we're okay. Um, Defense gonna be fine. It's only gonna be better when he gets back. And they didn't do anything that would require them to hang their heads after this game. Credit Hurts though on that final throw. That was a great throw, but again, it is what it is. I made some great throws too, but gotta catch them. Gotta catch them. Gotta jump. Gotta catch them when you get a penalty. Free touchdown we had, and unfortunately, um, you know, just slipped through DK's hands. But we move on. All's not lost. 10-4, so the record says, and go to Tennessee next week. Get this division over with, and then we'll start the round in postseason form from there. We got a home game coming. Let's just see where we're in position. Let's see who we go up against, and we'll see all that in due time. But now the only objective is in this division race, keep our guys healthy, and let's get back to winning next week. All right.